to J&D Gardens. Be honest, does this look like your workspace with these trays and cells and pots, basically all neglected from your last planting, or maybe even the season before? Look at these trays. This has something in it, don't know what. And then we have these cells with this caked on dirt inside and probably has some old soil from the last time I used it. Ugh. And then this pot with something dangling from it. I'm not even going to guess what that is. And this container even has a little bit of mold on it. Let's just face it, it's just plain nasty. And it kind of makes you want to throw it all away. But you know what? Don't. Because with the proper care and cleaning, we can actually make these last a long time. So you know what? Let's get started. You know what though? On second thought, let's let Dan do the dishes.
Thanks, Jackie. You know how I love doing the dishes. Well, if you want to properly take care of your containers and your trays, there's two parts to it. One is just a general clean, which is what most of us do, is just take the containers and scrub them down and get rid of all the loose dirt. But if you really want to clean them, you want to sterilize them. And with that, we use something like a Clorox or some other kind of bleach. Now, generally, I like to do my disinfecting inside the kitchen sink, which I'll show you in a couple of minutes. But the first thing I like to do is to get all the loose dirt off of it, and because I don't want to run any dirt into the drain or into the garbage disposal. So what you want to do is grab a large container like this. If you have or a trough like this, if you have a wheelbarrow that can hold water, that'll work as well. And I'll show you if we're disinfecting it here as well. So the other thing you want to do is grab a bucket like this, put it inside, fill it with water so it doesn't flow, and add the bleach in there. So you just want to use like a capful of it, and that'll work. And then what you'll want to do is get an old kitchen scrubbing brush like this, and maybe a baby bottle brush too. I'll show you that comes in a lot handy when we're cleaning out cells. So first thing you want to do is you want to grab a dirty pot like this one. We have a couple of them that we got to do. And you see there's dirt and grime in there. So I don't want any of that dirt getting inside the kitchen sink. So what I'll do is just really quick scrub all the loose ones out. And you know, if you didn't have this and you just want to blast it out with the water hose, you can do that as well. It'll just get any loose dirt out. I don't necessarily need to clean everything perfectly. I just want to get all the loose dirt. And if you didn't want to do it in the kitchen sink and you want to sanitize it, that's where the bucket comes in. You just dip your brush inside the Clorox and then go all the way around, really sterilizing it. And then as you go around, you just keep rinsing it off with the water in the middle. And this is why I like doing the sterilization inside the kitchen sink. All the water will go on the drain and you're not reusing the same water, but that's fine, it'll work fine. So you just keep scrubbing it, put it to the side. If you wanted to do something like cells, I'll show you real quick. You just rinse out the water, use the baby's bottle brush, and just go one by one. Few turns will get all the dirt out of there. And again, if you wanted to sterilize that out here, just dip in the Clorox one by one. Takes a little time, but it's well worth it. I mean, these aren't the greatest quality cells, but I've had them for years. I think I got these at Walmart, and they've held up because I clean and I take care of them every year. So that's the way you want to do it, but I'll show you how I do it inside no more. And same thing with the tray. So I don't want to put this in my kitchen sink because all the loose dirt will definitely go everywhere. So just gonna quickly scrub it, get all the loose dirt off of there, off the sides. And again, you do that first, and make sure you get the edges too. And again, if you wanted to disinfect it out here, you would just dip it inside there, because you don't want to put bleach in the entire pot. That's why we have the separate, and the entire trough. That's why we have the individual bucket. And then really clean it and just keep dipping it in. And then at the end, because since the water's going to be dirty, you can just hose everything down with the water hose. But in my case, I'm going to do it in the sink. And there you go. So I'm gonna continue rinsing all these out, getting all the dirt out, and then I'm gonna show you how we do it in the kitchen sink. Okay, so let's get started. Now, since you're gonna be working with bleach for a little while, you might wanna wear some rubber gloves. And when it comes to things like bleach, you only wanna use about a cap or two full, not too much, because it's plenty strong. Make sure you have some cleaning utensils like an old kitchen scrubbing brush and a baby bottle brush. That'll help when cleaning the cells. And then you just want to go through all the areas. Now you've done all their major cleaning outside, gotten all the loose dirt out. So now you just want to make sure you've got covered every area with the Clorox. And the best part about working in a sink is that you get to rinse everything down the drain, adjust the temperatures, and nothing's sitting in the dirty water. Now when it comes to trays, you might have a problem depending on the size of your sink, but do the best you can. The best part, again, remember, is rinsing everything off and nothing sitting in dirty water. Now when it comes to things like seed starting cells that are damaged, I continue to use them. I clean them out like I normally would, cleaning each cell with a baby bottle brush, making sure you get all the loose dirt out of there and disinfecting it at the same time. And what I do is, as they break down more, I like to piece them together. I'll cut them into sections of 6 in this case, and I'll use them over and over again. I have some trays that are like a big Frankenstein tray with individual parts. Like if you see in this next part, I collect all the small ones together, and I'll have enough to make a full tray after a while, and clean them the same way. Okay, now we got your containers all nice and clean and sterilized and ready for the next planting. Hey.
See, cleaning dishes wasn't so bad.
Yeah, you're making dinner.
I guess it's takeout tonight.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. And be sure to hit like and subscribe. And remember, till next time, yes, we canna.